Hey, glad you're here. He introduced me to his friend, Wilson. It's kind of freaking me out. I swear he's giving me the stink eye. Mm-hmm.
Ah!
You could stand to stop in at Construction Junction more often, don't you think? Why, come on. You don't need a reason. Just come to see your girlfriend now and again.
Have you gotten a look at my sister's pottery shop? I could hardly call myself a connoisseur, but I'd like to think I know great art when I see it. Tourists who come through Sandrock always end up leaving with a pot or two. You should go see for yourself.
You ever seen a monster from the peripheries? The nasty ones are usually around 18 to 20 feet tall, but occasionally you run into a real big one. Once I even had to call for backup.
I've noticed you taking some pretty big leaps around town. Good stuff! I don't understand why more people don't train to jump from great heights. All you have to do is get used to landing at terminal velocity, and after that, it's all gravy. Ah!
I've been reading this book about Musa. You know, richest guy in the Free Cities. Anyway, turns out he's opened a game center to himself. How is this the first time I've heard of this?
A lot of people don't like Sandrock, but I'd say it's pretty much the same as anywhere else, just with more sand.
Sandrock is a fine place for someone in your line of work, no? Plenty of treasures to discover and dig up. Yes. Work hard here and you shall be rewarded indeed.
Howdy! Owen went out somewhere for dinner last night. I didn't want to know. But the foreign sand residue on his boots, his sausagey scent, and his unusually satisfied demeanor all but screamed out the truth to me. Is my cooking really that bad?
Oh.
Ask me. Ask me. I'm the brains. He's the bird.
Have needs? Query X.
It worked. It worked. What do you know?
Builder! What year is it? Oh, I see. Still on this timeline. Unfortunate.
Howdy! You know, I think we're quite similar. We're both very quiet. We don't waste words. Even face to face. Little is said, and as such, little we would regret.
I've heard that you do a lot of late nights. You really shouldn't, you know? I've already given up on such habits. If I get stuck writing something, I take a break. It's always worse if I try to force it.
It can be so strenuous keeping up with all the trends. If only I had an assistant. Say, how married are you to the idea of being a builder?
This gift is great. Thank you.
Meow, meow.
Howdy! Don't let sandstorms get you down. Just think of them as a big unwanted hug from a whiskery Mother Nature.
Uh-huh.
What do you think is over the mountains yonder? Probably 100 other prattling ranchers like my dad. I'll stick around here. One yak and yak boy is enough for me.
Yeah?
How old do you think Mort is? 100? I'm afraid to ask. Do you think he ever met Peach?
Hello. Sorry about the mess. It wasn't like this when I left this morning. So yeah, as you can see, there are rocks all over the place. Someone's been moving them around, I guess. Well, I know you only had a chance to look around for like 10 seconds, but who do you think could have done this? Captain? No, he swore an oath to protect and serve. Yeah, he does come by sometimes, but he's not like other cats who jump up on your table and knock stuff over. Only way he'd ever do that is if there was a criminal on your table. Dang, wow. Yeah, maybe a thief came in and ransacked my house, but then realized there was nothing of value to steal and just left. How embarrassing for both of us. It'll be so awkward if we put him in jail and have to see him at work. If that's the bookcase, I only have my shelf to blame. Actually, it's none of the above. I ran out of space on my rock shelf, so I've just been placing my new ones in random places, starting to look like one of those old people houses we go to investigate when no one's heard from the old people in a long time. And... sorry. Got too real there for a sec. Usually with him, it's stacks and stacks of newspapers anyway, not rocks. So yeah, I need your help. I need a new rock shelf. You know, rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally so as to store and display rocks. Rock shelf. Can you help me build one? Well, yeah. I mean, kind of like a bookshelf, but for storing rocks. I probably won't be putting any books on this thing. Oh, unless it's a book about rocks. You know what? Let's not rule that out. Do you think you could make me a rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally that is capable of storing and displaying not only rocks, but potentially, if need be, books as well? Whew, nice. Thought I might be asking too much of you. Thanks a million. Just go ahead and stick it over there on the wall when it's done. Then I'll come home and be like, oh man, new rock case. Thanks. In addition to accepting my task, you've also given me a lot to think about. Well, see ya.
I've been situated here in Sandrock for as long as I can remember. Right here at the Blue Moon. In a way, I guess you could say we grew together.
Hey, I was at work and I heard someone come in because my house is next door, and I'm glad it's you and not someone else. Whoa. You really pulled all the stops out on this one. Books, rocks, heck, you could just put about anything in there. Let me just collect all my rocks here, and we can take this bad boy for a test display. Cool. Say, do you want to stick around for a bit? I mean, maybe you could help me decide which rocks to put where. All right, cool. Let me just put on some tunes to set the mood. So, the short of it is, I like to organize the rocks into 3 categories: high, mid, and low tier. The mid tier represents the one I think are all right, and definitely deserve a seat at the table, or a rock shelf. And low tier, well, those rocks I'm not a super fan of, but I'm sure other people like. Let's start with the top. First we got onyx, painite, zinc, and then this one. I don't know what it is. Onyx is dark and mysterious. It's pretty shiny, reflects light, makes you kind of wonder about the universe. Next is painite. Despite the name, it's really got nothing to do with pain. It's just a nice red rock. I've only ever found one before. She said it's super rare, maybe the only one in the world. So I guess you could say this rock is unique. Then there's zinc. Zinc is really useful. It's found in the wirings of our telegraphs, street lamp posts. Why, even the firing pin in our Civil Corps pistols are made of zinc. I'd hate to live in a world without zinc. Last but not least is this one. I had some stuff to say about the other ones, but not this one. Oh well. Ready to choose your favorite? And hey, in case you didn't think the stakes were high enough, despite it already being in high tier, why don't we also choose the rock that makes us think of each other? I'll go first. I choose painite, because it's the best rock, and you're the best rock. You seem pretty situated, but yeah, you're welcome. Okay, now you go. You think I'm as mysterious as Onyx? I don't know. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Heck, I'll give you better responses than a book ever could. Books can't talk. Nice. They look good up here. High and mighty, wondering what the peasant rocks are up to. Sorry, that was out of line. All rocks are great. Next is mid-tier. We have sulfur, selenite, and coal. Sulfur is toxic. I just like the way it looks. It's slightly toxic to touch, but definitely don't lick this one. It would make you pretty sick. Well, Captain licked it once and got sick. Guess it hasn't been tested on humans yet. I just wouldn't. Next is selenite. Some people call it selenite rose. Couldn't really recommend licking it either. I mean, maybe once or twice is fine. It's pretty much just salt. It'll dissolve if you lick it too much. Then you've got nothing, except maybe a tummy ache. Even if something isn't toxic, it's a good idea to wash it before you lick it. Probably ask first too. Yeah, that's just kind of a good rule for life. If you're ever thinking about licking anything, always ask for permission. Last, but again, not least, is coal. I place coal in the mid-tier because I just kind of like it. I mean, it is kind of an ugly chunk of gunk, only good for being used up, and then when it is, it harms the environment. But on the plus side, it's coal. I'm all picked out, I think. You're gonna have to fly solo from here on out, I think. Which one makes you think of me? Too hard to choose? Yeah, in a way they all kind of represent me equally. Don't worry, low tier will be a lot easier to deal with. All right, whew. Finally, we're about ready to wrap things up with low tier. Last and least. Need a minute, or are you ready? Yeah, well, it's pretty much all I do. You'd know a lot about rocks too, if you were me. Alright, final tier. These are a lot of what people call regular rocks. Granite, sandstone, marble. Some of them have bits of quartz in them that sparkle in the sunlight. Some of them are quartz. When it comes to squeaking into bottom tier, the main thing I look for here is hustle. What shape is the rock? Does it look like it's a hard worker? Does it look like it started from the bottom and now it's trying to get into the bottom tier? This piece of granite to me looks like a fluffy cloud. The fact that such a hard, sturdy piece of rock could be so fluffy and cute makes me think I can be whatever I want to be. This sandstone, the fact that it's called a sandstone and not a sandrock, despite its location, I can't help but admire its rebellious spirit. This quartz, there are many others like it, but this one's mine. It's the most common crystal in the world. If you don't count feldspar. In some places, it's see-through. In other places, it's milky and not so see-through. Is it hiding secrets? Is it transparent about other things? When light passes through, it creates a rainbow. Even though it's common, its shape is unique, the same way every snowflake is unique. And when it wants to, it can create an amazing display of color. Like just about any crystal, really. That's why quartz is bottom tier. So now I ask, which of these do you think represents us? Sorry, I keep changing the rules of this game and stuff. I kinda just made it up on the spot. Need to work out the bugs. So yeah, which one is us? Yeah, whatever happens in Sandrock, we've got our whole lives ahead of us. We could do anything. We could even change our careers to deputy. Wow, there you have it. That took a lot longer than I expected, but the results speak for themselves. This is probably the best display I've ever seen. Thanks for helping me. Feel free to come and check out the rocks anytime. Doors always open. See ya. Hey, you're here. Justice is at the dining table already. You two can talk a while. Maybe avoid the subject of soup ingredients. I may have worn him out on the topic already.
Hey, glad you're here. He introduced me to his friend, Wilson. It's kind of freaking me out. I swear he's giving me the stink eye.
Food's ready.
Thanks, Unsuur. Hey, this looks really good.
Thanks. I made it. From stuff. Made it from the stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know you could cook so well. When did you learn that?
I don't know. I just read what's on the page.
Huh. Yeah, I guess that is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Well, you follow instructions well.
Thanks, boss. That means a lot.
Yeah. So, seen any nice rocks lately?
Yeah, I saw a great one the other day.
Can I see it?
It looked pretty comfortable where it was, so I left it.
Ah,
I was lost in the desert for a while. I was trying to get to Atara.
You were walking there?
Yeah, it didn't seem too far at the time. On the map, it looks like the length of your finger. But in real life, whoo boy, that's how they get you.
But...
After a bit of a wander, I found myself at Sandrock and saw that the sheriff was hiring.
Yeah, we were kind of short-staffed then. Turnover in Sandrock was, pretty high back in those days.
Yeah, you hired me on the spot. You said, if you work hard, maybe one day you'll make deputy.
So that's why.
Yeah, seemed like as good a dream as any.
Huh, go figure. So...
Yeah?
Nothing.
Shoot anything recently, sir?
Well, I mean, you've been with me recently.
Yeah, of course. That's right. Saw the whole thing. No, I never met him. Sounds like a cool guy, though.
Aw, man, you don't even know. Things that guy could do.
Sounds like you really respect him, boss.
Respect him? I would have given my life for him, and he would have given his right back. He was always there to support us.
Sounds a lot like you, Sheriff.
Aw, shucks, Unsuur. Thanks. But old B3 was still around. He'd make guys like us look like oblong rutabagas and week-old tater salad. I ever tell you about the Sandrock Hotel standoff?
The Sandrock Hotel standoff? No.
All right, so picture this. Guy had gone into the Blue Moon. This was way back, mind, before Owen's day. It was called the Sandrock Hotel. Guy was a mean piece of work. Kind of eyes that you know were looking for trouble. Covered his face with a mask, but you can still see that scowl underneath. Kind of face that brought fear to the eyes of regular folk. Got a 6-shooter, carrying a sack to put the goals in. He walks in and just starts blasting. Yeah, lucky no one was killed, but dang. So, he starts blasting and looks Owen's pa in the eye, says, "Give me all your money." Now, Owen's pa was a smart man. He ain't about to throw down his life for some goals. So Guy leaves, heads outside and comes face to face with B3.
Whoa.
Whoa's right. B3's standing there, facing down this devil. Ain't a drop of fear in them eyes. B3 just says, that ain't right of you, friend. We treat each other good in this here town. And this robber just lets out this cackle like some maniac.
What happened next, boss?
Well, quick as lightning, B3 shoots that there gun right out of his hand, throws down his own, and tackles the guy. That's right. B3 ain't a man for killing. He didn't want to shed no blood, and he had an eagle eye. So Guy gets thrown in jail, locked up, and shipped off to Atara. Ain't never heard from again.
That's really cool, boss.
Yeah, I ain't seen a shot like that ever since.
I wish I could have met him.
Yeah, me too, buddy. I reckon he could have taught you a lot.
You've taught me a lot too, Sheriff.
Huh?
Yeah, pretty much everything other than like walking, talking, a couple other things. I know I learned from you.
Well, thank you, Unsuur. I didn't know that.
Well, I guess I taught you something too then, boss.
Haha, I guess you did. Ain't that something? Well, it's getting kind of late.
Right.
You know, I had a lot of fun tonight.
That's cool. You didn't have to.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I was a little apprehensive.
Why, boss?
Well, I usually find your unique brand of weirdness to be abrasive rather than endearing.
Understandable, sir.
But I reckon I misjudged you. You're a good cop and a great guy, let alone chef. What do you call this here yellow soup anyhow?
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, I reckon we gotta head now. I'll see you tomorrow, Unsuur.
See you tomorrow, Sheriff. Bye.
Hey, thanks for coming with me tonight. Where do you think I got the guy all wrong? I guess you just gotta break that surface. That weird, rock-obsessed surface. Well, I'm ahead. See you later.